Planet headlines. Hurricane Milton spawns tornadoes and storm surge as it nears Florida. Hurricane Milton, a Category 4 storm packing 130 miles per hour, 209 kilometers per hour winds, is going to be deadly and catastrophic, officials are warning, as millions flee Florida for safety. The Miami office of the National Weather Service issued more tornado warnings by Wednesday afternoon, 41, than on any other calendar day on record. The storm surge has begun on the southwest Florida coast, with the gauge at Naples already 4 feet above normal levels, reaching the level of minor flooding. Milton is forecast to be at Category 3 strength when it makes landfall as soon as 2200 local time over southern Sarasota. U.S. President Joe Biden slams a reckless promotion of outright lies by Trump and others about the federal government's response. It comes less than 2 weeks after Hurricane Helene hit the Gulf Coast as a Category 4 storm, killing at least 225 people across Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and North Carolina. Indian tycoon Ratan Tata dies aged 86. Ratan Tata, the modest Indian tycoon. Ratan Tata, who has died aged 86, was one of India's most internationally recognized business leaders. The tycoon led the Tata Group, known as a salt-to-software conglomerate of more than 100 companies, employing some 660,000 people for more than 2 decades. Tata was one of India's most internationally recognized business leaders. The Tata Group is one of India's largest companies, with annual revenues in excess of $100 billion, £76.5 billion. In a statement announcing Tata's death, the current chairman of Tata Sons described him as a truly uncommon leader. Biden and Netanyahu speak as Israel mulls Iran response. U.S. President Joe Biden has held a much-anticipated call with Israel's prime minister, believed to be their first dialogue in weeks. Benjamin Netanyahu and President Biden are thought to have discussed Israel's response to Iran's missile attack last week amid escalating tensions in the Middle East. The White House said U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris also joined the 30-minute call on Wednesday. Not long after the call wrapped up, Israel's Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said its retaliatory attack against Iran would be deadly, precise, and above all surprising. Couple killed by Hezbollah rocket fire in northern Israel. 2 civilians have been killed and several others wounded after the Lebanese armed group Hezbollah fired at least 150 rockets into northern Israel. Man denies being mysterious inventor of Bitcoin. A new documentary claims to have solved the greatest mystery in cryptocurrency, the true identity of the inventor of Bitcoin. The question has captivated the internet since the digital currency was launched by an unknown person, or persons calling themselves Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009. Now, the makers of an HBO film say they finally have the answer: Canadian crypto expert Peter Todd. But Mr. Todd has dismissed it as ludicrous and criticized the documentary. In Money Electric, The Bitcoin Mystery, Peter Todd is confronted by filmmaker Cullen Hoback. Mr. Hoback shows him his evidence and asks him if he was behind the now trillion-dollar invention, a suggestion Mr. Todd laughs off. "I am not Satoshi Nakamoto."